Oh, boy. I'm going to do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is once again open mic night with the Driving to the Top crew. A little bit of a slim crew to start with tonight, but I'm sure we're going to have more folks coming in as we go on. To my right on your screen, it is, first off, my name is Big Rich. And to my immediate right is Dylan. Dylan, what's going on, dude?
Thank you, Big Sexy, and you know what? Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and you know what? I wonder what kind of ingredients Hoss puts in his turkey.
Well, down below us, we got our Raging Cajun down there, Haas with his LSU office chair and all that down there, who's not real happy with LSU right now. But Haas, what are you up to, man?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we could hear you before. It was just you that like this. It was like you had a little bit of a gap. Everything you said, so we got it fixed now.
I got lost here. I thought he said Kevin Nash. Here, I'm looking. He hollered Big Sexy. I'm like, where's Kevin Nash at? I need to talk with him.
There you go.
I mean, no, I would have been mad at LSU if they'd have blew that Western Kentucky game, but that was a struggle win right there.
Yeah.
But basketball, both teams are undefeated, so.
Yeah. Well, you took Baylor's coach, so that's all right.
LSU took their coach, and Belgium took their greatest basketball player of all time just now.
Yeah. Well, but Dylan brought up Thanksgiving. It is, of course, Thanksgiving week as we record. It's November the 25th. It's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Now, everybody knows that turkey, in the United States, for those of you that are in other countries watching us, ham and turkey, that's the big thing. But my question for you guys is the ultimate question. What's your favorite side?
Before I say that, you live in Texas and y'all don't do brisket too?
No, not everybody does brisket for Thanksgiving in Texas.
We do all three. We do ham, turkey, and brisket.
Some do. I know a lot of people that do. We don't personally. I know some that do, but it's not like the staple that turkey and ham is.
I don't know. I figured because y'all barbecue king, I figured brisket was like on top of y'all list.
Yeah, it's weird because you see more barbecue at Christmas than you do at Thanksgiving for whatever reason. The deep fried turkey rules the roost around here.
Yeah, so I rather deep fried than baked. I'll tell you that.
I like it roasted. There is a difference, by the way.
I like that too.
Whether you roast it or bake it, there is a difference. The way my wife does it, I'm perfectly good, and I'm a turkey guy all year round. So Thanksgiving's no big deal for me with turkey. I'll eat more ham than turkey on Thanksgiving. But the way my wife makes turkey and the ham is top notch. I'll take it over anybody's. But what's your favorite side, Dylan?
Two.
Okay.
One, rolls. Two, pecan pie.
Okay, now wait a minute. There's a caveat to this.
You gotta
homemade rolls, or are they homemade rolls, or are they store-bought rolls?
Homemade.
Oh, there you go, man. There you go.
He answered a question I was gonna ask him a bit, but me, I'm gonna say three. I'm from the deep south, so cornbread dressing is one.
Yep.
Rice dressing 2. 3 rice dressing, just regular rice dressing in general. 3
rice dressing.
Yeah,
Translate.
3. It's like what you ever eat jambalaya? It's kind of like that, minus the sausage.
Oh, okay. All right. My wife would probably know what you're talking about. She's from Louisiana, so my wife and my mother-in-law would probably know what you're talking about.
It's basically like jambalaya minus the sausage. 3rd, I'll say third. I ain't saying it like the kid. I'll say just I don't say mac and cheese. I say macaroni.
All right.
Hear about now. I'll let you say yours, and then I got a question for you. Thanksgiving roll.
Definitely a big one for me. My wife's sweet potato casserole is got to do that. There is no question about it. The sweet potato casserole's got to be there. The stuffing's got to be there too. She makes a really good stuffing. But those are my top 2. I'm a big mashed potatoes guy also, but man, give me those sweet potatoes. I'll hammer some sweet potatoes. There's no question there. What do you got, Oz?
Well, he kind of answered. He gave me his answer basically. But if we're talking about desserts, what you prefer? Pecan pie, banana pudding, or a carrot souffle?
A who?
That's another Louisiana.
What was the third one?
Carrot souffle.
Carrot souffle?
Carrot souffle. Ask your wife if she knows what a carrot souffle is. I bet you she does.
I'm writing these down to ask my wife. My wife is actually the kitchen right now, cooking some stuff for Thursday. Okay, so we got rice stuffing.
No, rice dressing.
And
we got rice dressing.
Rice dressing. I'm sorry. Rice dressing. And carrot souffle.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to ask her about this. I've never heard of it.
Do you know what a muffaletta is? Or
absolutely.
Or
I used to make them and sell them.
What about like a crawfish sauce piquant?
A crawfish did what to a chicken?
Sauce piquant. Ask your wife that, or ask her what a crawfish bisque is.
How do you spell that?
I don't want to spell it wrong, so
I sure as heck am going to screw that one up. A crawfish.
All right, sauce, like the word sauce.
Yeah.
Piquant, Piqueintque. P as in people. It's Robert Loggia. I'm spelling piquant for you. P as in people. It's Robert Loggia. I as in I am Robert Loggia. Q as in Q-U-E. Question, is he Robert Loggia? Quante. I was watching Family Guy the other day. I laughed hysterically at that Robert Loggia clip.
All right. I'm gonna have to ask my wife about this stuff later on.
They got crawfish, rabbit. They got all different types of sauce piquants. Ken.
Ken, how you doing, buddy? Topic of the beginning of this thing is your favorite side for Thanksgiving for Thursday. And then Haas brought up favorite dessert.
So lately, it's been sweet potatoes. Last couple years.
All right.
For a while, it was cranberries, not the can, the good old cranberry sauce. But then I got to where I was liking the canned stuff for a few years. But now it's the sweet potato with the marshmallows on top, but not any old sweet potato. Oh, no. The sweet potatoes from Publix. Publix Bakery, they sell their stuff pre-done. All you got to do is warm it up. Last couple of years, we've gotten their Thanksgiving meals. We usually get them because, now we go to our daughter, so this way we have our own leftovers, so to speak. And the wife doesn't have to spend 8 hours in the kitchen. And we, the last couple of years, have been destroying the sweet potatoes. So we ordered this year, 4 containers of sweet potatoes just for the two of us.
Oh, goodness. There you go. So what about dessert?
Dessert, I'll go old school apple pie with ice cream.
Ooh.
Apple pie. Okay.
Dylan? I should have said that instead of a carrot souffle.
Yeah. Pumpkin pie can be
good too. Something else to ask my wife about.
Well, hey, when we get together Saturday morning, tell me her response when you tell her those two foods.
I will. Those three things I'm going to ask her about when she gets done tonight. I'm going to ask her about it.
I can't wait.
But Dylan, what's your favorite dessert from Thanksgiving, man?
Pecan pie. The next.
Yeah.
I'm not a pecan pie guy, man. My wife. Okay, we're going back to and I'm sure she hears parts of what I'm saying already.
Neither am I.
I'm not
a pecan pie guy either.
My wife makes a lemon pie. It's a lemon pie. I mean, a lemon
meringue.
Suck your face in your head. It's so tart. Lemon pie. That's number one. Now we got to get the Northerners side of this thing. Mr. Dalio, how are you, sir?
I am doing great. How you guys doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
So you got the first two questions. You got to answer the first two questions of the night. Your favorite side and your favorite dessert for Thursday.
My favorite side is corn. I'm a plain Jane when it comes to food. So I'll go with the buttered corn. And then, geez, I'm not much of a dessert pie. I'd say like chocolate cream pie.
All right. Joe and Ken, are y'all turkey or ham or another type of meat?
Well, I'll tell you what, I come from an Italian family. Now, the way we do Thanksgiving, pretty much as long as I've been around, is we have like the Italian, the ravioli part early afternoon and take care of all that. And then the turkey like late afternoon. So really the ravioli for the Lions game and then the turkey for the Cowboys game. How's that?
So I'm a Midwest.
You're watching what you eat. So you're watching what you eat. I got it. Okay.
Andy rocking a Messi jersey, I see.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm a Midwesterner by trade growing up in Chicago. So it's always been both. And, of course, the big tradition of my house growing up as a kid, being from a Norwegian background, they'd make the lesva. So in the morning, they'd get up those big cooking irons, whatever they are, that you make the lesva on. They'd make enough for all of Thanksgiving and all of Christmas. But at Thanksgiving, you'd have it fresh. And what lesva is like basically a really thin, I guess almost like a tortilla. It's a Norwegian tortilla, but the only thing you put on it's butter. And you eat it with butter. Oh, it's so good. So but yeah, we would do the turkey and the ham. Now, my wife's Puerto Rican, so we do the pork butt now too. All right. So that's pretty good too. You got it. And the best part of the pork butt, of course, is the crunch, which is the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Eat those chicharrones, man.
So
you gotta do the chicharrones.
Yep. I know what Ken's answer is going to be, and I definitely know what Rich's answer is going to be. But when it comes to watching your NFL games, traditionally on Thanksgiving, do you rather go through the day with a Lions loss, a Cowboys loss, or both?
For me, it depends who the Lions are playing.
Yeah.
I don't care who the Cowboys are playing. It's got to be an L. But it depends who the Lions are playing. I mean, if they're playing the Ravens, I want a Lions W. If they're playing
it's the Packers this week,
Chicago or whoever, I mean, sorry, Ken, but I'm pulling for a win.
So if the Packers are playing the Cowboys, I'm actually pulling for the Cowboys. Any other team not in the North, I'm pulling for them. So, hey, I'm a Bears fan first or a fan for whoever's playing against Green Bay, Detroit, or Minnesota. So this Thursday is going to be hard because it's Detroit and Green Bay. The only thing I can say is if Green Bay loses and the Bears win Friday, then that puts them a game and a half back, but we're only a game. So the North is so convoluted and tight, it really doesn't matter who wins for me. I win either way, I guess, and I lose either way, I guess. So, but yeah, maybe I'll get lucky and there'll be a tie in Detroit.
Oh gosh!
No one's eating that turkey leg. That means both teams will have to eat the turkey leg, or maybe neither.
Well, that would put the Green Bay Packers a full game behind the Bears, and it would put the Lions a game and a half behind the Bears. So even if the Bears were to lose, we'd still be in first place.
And here's one for you, because I did look this up. It would be the first time since 1981 that 1980, excuse me, that a team has had two ties in one season.
Wow.
So there you go.
I've got a question for everybody.
Okay.
Whether involving your team or not, do you have a memorable Thanksgiving moment? I actually have one. I think in 2020, Hoss and Joe, your team's playing in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I wish we would have Thanksgiving is like the best name for a freaking Thanksgiving matchup. My favorite Thanksgiving moment: Drew Brees spun the Atlanta Falcons and jumped in the end zone.
I remember as a kid. Now this doesn't involve the Bills. Unfortunately, in that game, I remember Tre'Davious White tearing his ACL. So that I have that memory from that game. But and what that was in 22, you said?
2020.
Oh, 2020. All right. You were talking about overtime and ties and things like this. I remember 1980. There was a game between the Lions and the Bears, and the Bears. I think the Lions were pretty heavily favored in that game. And Ken, you might remember this, but the Bears ran back the kickoff in overtime all the way back and won the game on the first play.
David Williams.
Hell, your favorite was supposed to be on Thanksgiving. I don't remember if that was 21 or 22.
So
I forgot what year it was.
November 26th, 2015, Thanksgiving football in Green Bay on Brett Favre night.
Yeah,
the Chicago Bears marched in the Lambeau and ruined Brett Favre's night on Thanksgiving Day.
What's up?
17-13. Mm-hmm. And I was in Chicago because that's when I had just met my wife. We hadn't gotten married yet, and I took her up to Chicago for Thanksgiving. And I was mad because there were no Bears games in town. So I'm actually in Chicago, and the Bears were in Green Bay. But we were all at my mom's house.
No, you came at the wrong time.
Beat the Packers on Brett Favre night on Thanksgiving 2015.
Oh, speaking of that, you said their name and he appeared. Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, we got Jason popping in here in just a second. Mine, and you guys know what mine's going to be. That stupid official that couldn't understand one word. It's the English language. It's heads or tails. Jerome Bettis with a coin flip that he blatantly called it right. The Lions win. The Steelers missed the playoffs that year. I've been pissed off ever since in 1998. Jason, how are you, my friend?
Big Rich, I am doing just fine. It has been too long. I make my triumphant return to open mic night. It's great to see Joe. It's even good to see a Bears fan like Ken. Great to see Marcus. Great to see everybody. Glad to be back.
Hopping on tomorrow night too. We're gonna hop on for the second hour.
No Dodgers
on the go.
Gear.
That's right. Yeah, Marcus, I'll be hopping on the second half of your show. And I'm sorry, Rich, what were you saying?
No Dodgers gear.
I packed all my Dodgers gear nice and safely. It's sitting in my trophy case with all my other wonderful Dodger paraphernalia on display proudly. Back-to-back championships, baby.
Got it.
So
let's hit you with a couple of the questions we did beforehand. And Josh, Adam said he's going to be super late. He may not be able to make it tonight. So we'll see what's up with that. All right, Ken, we'll have enough of that.
No, I gotta get a drink, so I just put the turn camera off. You don't see me walking around.
No, Jace. Okay, so we've got your favorite side, your favorite dessert, and do you go ham or turkey?
I'm gonna answer the third one, which is ham or turkey. I go turkey on the day. I go ham the day after.
Ooh, good call.
Right.
Yeah. So as far as my favorite side has got to be the famous French's green bean casserole. My grandmother. My grandmother used to make that, and it was the best. My favorite dessert, without a doubt, pecan pie, baby. Whether you pronounce it pecan or pecan, I love pecan pie, man.
Jason, that was the Midwestern you, man.
Yeah, well, my grandparents are from Nebraska originally, Ken, so there you go.
I forgot about the green bean cow. Oh, that is so good. That casserole was good too. Oh yeah, good call.
Yes, it is.
How do y'all feel about the 3 halftime shows we got? For the Lions game, we got Jack White. For the Cowboys game, we got Post Malone. And for the Ravens game, we got Lil Jon.
And for all 3
will be better than the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who they got? Oh, yeah, they got Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl.
All 3 will be better than the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl 60.
Yeah. And Rich, I'm sorry. Did this bother you?
Oh, it don't bother me a lick.
I didn't realize that was there.
Now, when you only play a quarter and a half, I mean, what do you expect?
Oh,
they did. No, the Steelers came out. The Steelers came out like a house on fire the first quarter and a half, and then all of a sudden they forgot how to play football.
Maybe it's because
I wasn't knocking the Bears. I wasn't knocking them at all. All I'm saying is that the Steelers, if they would have played that way for 4 quarters, the Bears would have got run off the field. But all of a sudden, before second quarter ends, they forget how to play ball and let the Bears back in it. They should have never let Chicago back in the game.
Rich, maybe it's because the Steelers are too old and T.J. Watt was done sacking Caleb Williams after taking him down the end zone, which I don't know. I don't know what Caleb was doing there, but
shoot, he probably knew the little ID number on the back of Caleb's jersey from chasing him around and beating him up and all that, the whole first half. But it just was the Bears. I mean, they did what I was afraid they were going to. Well, the Steelers did what I was afraid they were going to do, and then the Bears did exactly what I was afraid they were going to do when that happened. The Steelers let them back in it, and the Bears took advantage.
I mean, we played with our linebacker core, like literally all came off the practice squad that morning. All our linebackers are on the IR or out. So they played really well, though. That was before the game. We're like, what are we going to do? We have no linebackers. Defense played pretty good, though. They did the job. I mean, Nahshon Wright, another practice squad guy who came off Minnesota's practice squad to come to the Bears as a backup and has been a starter all year, is working his way into a contract, let me tell you, leading the league in interceptions right now. But yeah, no, I didn't realize that was the banner. Mike must have put that on because we share a StreamYard. But yeah, that was a great game. I mean, look at parts of that game. I was like, man, this is not good. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is good. And I was like, man, they're going to let him back in it.
That was the thing when the Steelers jumped out like they did, and it was supposed to go to 21-7, and it didn't. And I was just like, oh, crap. And I didn't feel good about anything after that particular point.
Montez Sweat, 2 sacks. Should have had 3. How Huntley got away from the third one, I don't know. But Montez Sweat, the last 3 games, is averaging 2 sacks a game. That I think ever since Booker came on.
They should have let Will Howard play instead of Rudolph.
So it's looking better for the defense. And look we didn't have Jalen. You didn't get our best defense. We didn't have Jalen. We didn't have Spidey. We didn't have Edwards. We didn't have Edmonds. I mean, we get those guys, start getting those guys back this week, maybe all but Edmonds, who's on the IR. Or is Edwards on the IR? One of them's on the IR. This defense is going to be – because in Chicago, the interesting part is last year the defense was a strong piece, right? This year it's inverted. The number 2, number 3 ranked offense in the NFL with a bottom-ranked defense, which is unheard of in Chicago. So if we get the defensive play, but a lot of that contribute to guys who have been out, injuries, starters being out. We get them back, and this defense gets back to what they should be. Ooh, it's gonna be dangerous.
Well, that game to me showed more than probably any other game this season the glaring weakness to this Steelers team on the field.
Number 2
that they have no number 2 receiver.
Yeah.
When Metcalf went down, who were they going to throw to?
Yeah,
because it was okay. Metcalf? Let's double Freiermuth.
And you know who was on Metcalf the entire game? The practice squad guy, Nahshon Wright. Go figure. That guy's going to get a contract in Chicago.
Yeah. But, moving to a different game, because we had amongst us, I say us here on the on the show tonight, we had a lot of interesting games. And Joe, I mean, let's start with Thursday night with your guys. Houston's defense is ridiculously good, man. Their offense may not be that great, but their defense is freaking stout.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people here in Buffalo are complaining that the Bills' offense couldn't get it together. And yes, I said this on our podcast with Jamie tonight. The Bills all of a sudden, Christmas has come early because they've been awfully generous in giving gifts away as far as this team that never turns the ball over or never had turned the ball over, all of a sudden giving away the ball like it's nothing. So you can criticize the Bills for that. But, when you look at it the other way, you got to give Houston credit, and I don't know. People ask what's up with the Bills' offensive line. Are they getting tired? Are they getting old? Or was it just, Houston playing like the number one defense in the league? They had 8 sacks and, the Bills just couldn't get anything going. Part of it was on them, but definitely part of that had to do with Houston playing like the number one defense in the NFL.
And I also said that on our podcast, Joe, I said that we've been blessed that ever since James Cook's been the running back, we've been blessed with the continuity our offensive line has had, because it's not the continuity. It could be the age of the continuity. We've had great continuity on our O-line the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cooks did all right for my fantasy team still. I mean, so at least
he had
Cooks
a great
was
game.
okay. Yeah. But I mean, I was watching that game and I was like, is this for real? Like, really? Like, are they beating up on Allen this bad? 8 sacks? I was like, what is up with Buffalo? Are they not the team we thought they were? And I guess the answer with some of these games this year is, well, no, because they let Miami beat them bad. They lost to New England that one game. That was maybe the warning shot. Mm-hmm. And I was like, holy crap. If he's not Superman, they're not winning. And even when he is Superman, they had their kryptonite on. The Texans did on Thursday. I was like, but the other thing is, and I love Keon. Where was Keon? On the bench again on the team. Team benches him. I'm like, I like the kid, the guy. You could tell they missed him. Hopefully he gets his head together and he gets on the field, because Keon Coleman not being there really hurt Josh Allen.
Yeah, Dylan.
I think it has become painfully obvious that the Buffalo Bills have neglected not giving Josh Allen a top wide receiver since Steph Diggs left. I mean, why the Bills didn't make a move for Jalen Warren or anybody before the trade deadline is a joke.
We did, but the deal fell through. We did actually. Stephen A. Smith said the Bills did try to make a move for Jalen Waddle, but Brandon Beane didn't want to give up a first-round pick in 2027. So we did actually offer for Jalen Waddle.
Actually, I heard
first-round pick.
Jamie, I heard that Bills offered a 27 one, but Miami wanted a 26 one. But
Yes, it was. Yes, correct.
But honestly, watching the Bills this year, they have no separation. Last year, Joe, you and Jamie know this better than anyone. I mean, last year, the Bills only turned it over 8 times. This year, the Bills turn over left and right. It's not because Josh Allen became a bad quarterback, but he's forcing the ball. The Bills' offensive line is, this year.
Yeah,
Josh Allen going for 8 touchdowns. The Bills are in trouble.
You mentioned the top wide receiver thing, though. Dylan, here's the problem. When you get a top receiver like that, we dealt with this with Stephon Diggs. Yes, the guy was a great player, but the Bills don't want to deal with a top receiver who's going to whine that he wants the ball too much. Like, they don't want to deal with that. They want everybody to get the ball equally. It shouldn't be about having this one great wide receiver who is going to cry if he doesn't get the ball. That's why.
And honestly, when they got Keon out there, like Keon Coleman's pretty darn good. When he's out there, Josh Allen is better. The fact that he has missed the last couple games because he can't get his head on straight or whatever, but reports are, and Joe, maybe you can answer this, but the reports I've seen is Keon is doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he is going to be back in the lineup this week. But I think he's a difference maker. So, I mean, yeah, they didn't get Waddle. I don't blame them for the Bears were trying to get some big names too, but it didn't happen. I can't cry about it. They tried, but their offers were rebuked. So, hey, that's what it is. But I think with Keon back in the lineup, that's already a little extra juice for the Bills.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think it's a case of the last year, the Bills and receiver by committee worked. Everybody eats and wide receiver by committee worked. And I really think they were going into this season thinking again that it was going to work. And it obviously hasn't. Now, I agree with Coleman. Now, he even when he was on the field, it didn't seem like he was making the impact that they thought he would. And again, he's still got time to develop, and I think he will develop into a decent wide receiver. But I just think it's a matter of, again, they thought it was going to work like it did last year, and it's not. And again, they've turned the ball over like 8 times, probably in the last, 3 or 4 games. And it's just that's something they weren't doing. Even this game against Houston, the Bills, all offensive stats, the Bills dominated the Texans. They had more passing yards, more rushing yards. James Cook had a great game. But again, when you turn the ball over 3 times and you get out sacked 8-0, that's going to be a big difference in a game like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And another team that we're talking about, no real number one receiver. Jason, your Packers take on Minnesota, beat them. Again, no real number one. Of course, Christian Watson's back, but I'm not sure that he's fully back. What are you seeing out of your team at this point that you guys and Ken's Bears and of course the Lions are all dogfighting for that top spot?
Yeah, so the NFC North is one of the 2 best divisions in the National Football League this year, and that's not even an argument. And anyone who argues that it's not one of the top 2 divisions needs to go back and look at the standings, look at the schedule, look at the style of play, come back and we'll revisit this later. My overall assessment of the Packers right now, Rich, first of all, I don't think this team is a Super Bowl contender. And I'm being bluntly honest about my team, and here's the reason why. Jordan Love has done a fantastic job this season of protecting the football. He's only turned it over 2 or 3 times, as far as throwing interceptions, 3 times, thank you, which is good. That's what we want him to do. But the inherent problem with that is Matt LaFleur's offensive game plan this season has been an absolute joke. If I was to give it a grade, it would be a D-. And I know that the Packers have had injuries on their offense, Tucker Kraft being the most relevant one. Jaden Reed, who got injured in the season opener, broke his collarbone, had some foot problems. He's coming back. But here's the thing. Regardless of who you have or don't have on your offense, when you have players, other playmakers in that offense that can still make plays, you owe it to your team to open up the book and throw it a little bit more. And LaFleur's offense has been very vanilla this offseason. In fact, in this game against Minnesota last week, there were a couple of questionable 4th down calls where they punted, where I said to myself, you got to be kidding me. With the way the Vikings were playing on defense, you could have easily converted a couple of 4th downs. I think LaFleur has been too conservative in trying to protect Jordan Love as far as not letting him throw the ball deep. Jordan can throw the ball deep. We've seen that, but I think LaFleur has contained him a little too much. Secondly, the Packers did the right thing by not starting Josh Jacobs in this game, because I saw that knee injury he sustained at the Meadowlands, and let me tell you what, Jacobs right now is probably breathing a heavy sigh of relief that he did not tear an ACL, because that injury looked a lot worse than what it was. With that being said, we found something good out of Emmanuel Wilson, his backup, who rushed for 105 yards in the backup role. He shredded the Vikings defense. He turned them into Green Bay green cheese, man. Ran roughshod all over them. Christian Watson, you talked about him. 5 catches, 49 yards. That's a very pedestrian stat, but I really love that fingertip grab that Watson made in the 4th quarter that pretty much sealed the game for Green Bay and allowed them to run their last set of plays to basically secure the win. Watson is slowly and gradually coming back. The most important thing, Rich, is we need receivers to hold on to the ball. Our receiving core has needed about 4 pints of Stickum on their gloves because they haven't
Not true. I got busted on this, Jason, because I was making the argument. You guys are 6th in the league on drops. The Bears are like 17th. You guys are actually really good on drops. It's like, I understand why you say it, because I said the exact same thing you didn't get called out on it. It's kind of like, why are the Bears getting no respect? Because remember what the Bears were the last 2 years. Why do some Packer fans and people, when we talk about the Packers, say they got to stop the dropsies? Because we're remembering the last 2 years. But the stats this year, the Packers are actually pretty good on drops.
Well, at any rate, thank you, Ken, for chiming in with that. At any rate, getting Watson back, gradually bringing him back, once he gets all the way back to full game shape, I think he will definitely make a difference. We do have Jaden Reed coming back. Hopefully that will help us in that department as well. And by the way, for those of you who think that Micah Parsons is a bust, 10.5 sacks before Thanksgiving. One of only 5 defensive players in the NFL to have 10.5 sacks in each of his 5 first seasons before Thanksgiving, the last one being the late, great Reggie White. God rest his soul. Parsons has not been a bust. This guy is still a stud, being double and triple teamed every single game. Oh, by the way, he was on J.J. McCarthy like a fleece blanket. Now, I know McCarthy, that's not a real big measuring stick because we all saw how terrible McCarthy was in that game last week. But still, when I look at this Packers team, Rich, again, I go back to saying they're not a Super Bowl contender because they're too contained. All right, we haven't seen what this team is fully capable of doing. Yeah, losing Tucker Kraft hurts. But still, with that being said, our defense is good enough to keep us in the games. What we need to do now is get creative with the offense. And Matt LaFleur, Mr. Offensive Genius, at least the media calls him an offensive genius, needs to start figuring out a way of dialing up some more diverse plays in the offense, the receiving core specifically. Because especially with Tucker Kraft out now, we don't have another player that can keep the defense honest and stretch the middle of the field. So he's going to have to find a way to get Reed and Watson and Dontavian Wicks and all these other guys more involved. Let Jordan open up a little bit. Even if he has a game where he throws 3 interceptions a game, as long as he's still throwing for 300 yards and winning games, I don't give 2 cents what his stat line is. So that's my take on the Packers. Regardless, though, a big win for the Vikings. They had to have that win because they have another gauntlet of division games coming up. We play Detroit on Thursday. And then, Ken, I think we're at your Bears the following week. And then we play Minnesota again. So we're coming up into a gauntlet of NFC North division games, and we needed that one against Minnesota last week.
Yeah, you've got us twice in 3 weeks, which I really hate because after we play Thanksgiving games, for me it goes Packers, Browns, Packers. For you guys, it's Bears. It's not the Vikings. It's someone else.
Broncos.
Yeah, it's Bears, Broncos, Bears for you. That's a tough. So, and what I hate about the schedule is, it's going to be hard for either of us to sweep each other, being 2 games in 3 weeks. It's really hard. But a lot of what Jason was saying about the Packers, I do a daily show with a Packer fan every day and a couple others that come on the panel. Look at LaFleur. People, they were talking like fire his ass if they would have lost the New York game. Right. And it's funny because as I hear Jason talk about the playbook, it reminds me last year saying this about the Bears with Caleb, like open up the playbook, let Caleb do more. The injuries on the O-line for Green Bay cannot be undersold though, because it's been a huge piece of that as well. Plus losing Kraft. Plus, Josh Jacobs, even at 80%, he's going to be better than what a lot of people have at 100%. But their problem defensively is when they hit a good offensive line that can at least slow them up a little bit, right? They're going to have problems with their secondary. So a really good test for them is going to be the Bears secondary, their offense. Our secondary will be a good test for them, and then for our offensive line with all the weapons at Caleb's disposal and how he utilizes them is going to be huge. We were talking about this morning. You get little dump passes to Swift on the blitz side. On Micah Parsons' side, you can negate Parsons all day, and Swift's a guy who can turn that yard. So that's going to be an interesting matchup a week from Sunday. Bears-Packers, that'll be a really good test for their defense, a really good test for our secondary as well. the North is crazy right now.
Yeah.
The Packers, I won't go so far as Jason say they're not a Super Bowl contender. I think if you make the playoffs, you are. And right now they are a playoff team. So if you get in, you have a shot. How good that shot is, I think Matt LaFleur has to do something different with the play calling. Jordan Love audibled like 50% of the plays last week. So some of it's on Jordan Love too. So who's in control? I think that there's some issues. They're not as dysfunctional as, say, Detroit in terms of their play calling. But Jordan Love's got he's been playing good. I won't say phenomenal, but they've got to figure out something with that scheme, something with that offense to beat some of the stuff they've been seeing defensively, because the last couple of weeks they've played all really tight games. And like I said, if LaFleur had lost to the Giants, a lot of Packer fans were saying, if we lose that game, fire his ass.
Yeah. And even that Giants game, Ken, I call that an unacceptable win because, the Packers had a lot of problems with those dump passes and those sweeps that you just referred to that the Bears like to run. And so, if I'm Ben Johnson, I'm looking at that film from the Giants game and I'm saying, wow, we found a spot here that we can exploit. And until they prove they can stop it, let's do it. And you brought up some points that I didn't make either about it's not entirely on the floor either, because you are right. It's not entirely on the floor. At some point, Jordan Love does have to sack up, take control of this offense in his hands and say, you know what, F you, LaFleur, I'm doing it the way I want to do it. And you talk about that Packer offensive line. That has been one of our weaknesses. It's Elgton Jenkins is probably out for the rest of the year. He's a big loss for us on the line.
Zach Tom's the only starter.
Yeah, Zach Tom, our only starter, came back. And as far as some of the other guys, Jordan Morgan, what the heck is this guy doing? I saw some of that film from the Vikings game, and he was attempting to block one of Minnesota's defenders, and he just stuck an arm out and then let the guy go. I'm like, you call that blocking? Are you kidding me? So that is one of our weaknesses. Also, Ken, our defense, as good as it is, doesn't create a lot of takeaways.
No, your secondary is kind of weak. We knew that going in, though. That's why Michael Parsons is huge at the pass rush, because the idea is there's force the quarterback to make errant throws because their DBs aren't that good. But so when you come up against a team like the Eagles that has a lot of skilled guys, they can be exposed. Now the Eagles have a dysfunctional offense, right? If their offense was somewhat functional, they would have really beaten up the Packers that game. Instead, it was a close game. But if you've got a competent quarterback with a lot of skilled guys around you who can make plays like the Eagles do normally, the Eagles should have won that game a lot more than they did. But that's been the rub on Green Bay. And look at Green Bay, they're in this. They still find a way to win these games, whether unacceptable wins or not, because even they've had a couple unacceptable wins, and they have at least one unacceptable tie. That the only reason, and they got lucky in that, if it wasn't for Micah Parsons hitting the quarterback at the line of scrimmage, they lose that game.
Yep. I can't disagree.
They're on thin ice. And you know what, though, Jason, I know what the problem is. Because you look at the Bears, and now we have our third starting left tackle, and by the way, he gave up 0 pressures. Our third, and he's a rookie. You know what it is? See, that used to be something the Packers would do, right? The left tackle went down? Now we got 2 more. That's what the Bears are like this year. What it is, they used to grow them in Ken Catalone's backyard. They had a garden of offensive linemen. Well, what I did is I stole his garden and I moved it. And now that garden grows offensive linemen for the Chicago Bears and not the Green Bay Packers. And that's on Gutekunst, because Gutekunst has not done anything to help that line out the last 2 years. He's kind of rested on the laurels a little bit, and that's a little bit on Gutekunst. I actually think, guys, if the Packers don't make the playoffs this year, for whatever reason, that Gutekunst and or LaFleur could both be gone in Green Bay.
It's hard to argue that. And you bring up good points about Gutekunst not being a little bit more aggressive, especially filling the spots there on the offensive line. So you're right. Rich, after all that is said and done, I still like my team's chances, but whereas when the season started, I was really high on them being a Super Bowl contender. Now I've come down to earth a lot, especially after seeing 3 of the last 4 games. Dylan, what do you want to say?
speaking of the Thanksgiving Day games, guys, we're going to pick them right now. Green Bay, Detroit. Let me see. Ken the Bear fan, you're going to be Ken the Bear fan. Which team would you rather not lose this week?
I'd rather see a tie, honestly. Look, if the Lions win, that puts the Packers a game and a half back. The Lions are still a game back. If the Lions lose, the Packers are now a half a game back. The Lions go to 2 games back. So for me, for breathing room, it's better for the Lions to win. Because if the Lions win, the Bears lose, we're still tied. Yeah, we lose on the tie break because of week 2, but that's okay because we'll beat them in week 18. This is going to be a good game because, look, this is not the Packers team that they saw in week. This is not the Lions team the Packers saw in week 1. Number one. They are dysfunctional offensively. I think Dan Campbell is a phenomenal coach, but he sucks at play calling. And all the Lions fans, Morton Salt Company is going to be just fine. It's no big deal that Ben Johnson left. Well, it's not true, and we're seeing it. Both teams have some dysfunctionality on offense. Both have great. Pat Hutchinson came on huge last couple of weeks. So the D lines for both teams is the story is going to be. I think if the Lions win this game, it's because the Packers can't contain Jahmyr Gibbs, who is just blazing hot right now, and he really wants that record. Right, he wants to move ahead Barry Sanders for the most touchdowns before 24 as a running back. So that's what it comes down to is the running game. I think Green Bay is going to have a harder time with Detroit's running game than Detroit is with maybe a 50 to 80% running game that the Packers are running right now with their offensive line issues as well. So I'm going to give the game, unfortunately, to the Lions because that makes either way, it's unfortunate for me. But I'm going to go with the Lions in this game. A, it's a little bit of revenge for week 1, and 2, I just think it comes down to the running game, and the Packers are not going to, aren't going to be able to match what the Lions do running.
Joe.
Well, I'm a traditionalist and never root against the Lions on Thanksgiving. Sorry to those that are disagreeing with me here. But I agree with what was just said, too, as far as I think there's a big revenge factor because the Packers manhandled the Lions in week 1. And I think the Lions are going to be out for revenge in that game. So I think they take this one.
Jermaine.
But Joe and Joe and Jason would probably know this too. But guess what? It's not just a revenge game from week 1. For the Lions. I do remember this exact same matchup in Detroit, 2023. And Jason, remind everybody of what happened in that game 2 years ago. Oh, yeah, the Packers throttled the Lions 2 years ago in Detroit. And I think the Lions are still looking for revenge from that game too, besides week 1.
Well, Jamie, as soon as you want to say history, let me give you a little bit of history I didn't add in there. The Lions only win once every 4 years. They won last year.
Yeah.
So that's not good for the Lions.
Against your Bears, no less.
Yeah, the NFC North, we know all these stupid little factoids.
Yeah, but I still remember Green Bay just whooped the Lions like
well, yeah, that was the year the Lions only win 1 every 4, and that was their third loss, which meant last year was the win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in my family, again, it's a cardinal sin. You can't bet against the Lions on Thanksgiving, but I'd like to see the stats and see how true that is. And to see there's chances are, this is with the point spread. I wonder what their point spread record is on Thanksgiving. I'm going to have to look that up.
Well, that's a good one.
Well,
yeah, but Joe, here's the thing though. You couldn't bet on the Lions during the Matt Millen era.
No.
They're giving Green Bay 2.5 points.
Okay.
Matt Millen, what do you want? Yeah. Okay, Matt Millen, it's the first round of the draft. What are you going to do? Yeah, let's draft a receiver. The next year, what are you going to do? Draft a receiver every year in the first round. Matt Millen, Mr. Draft Receivers, and never get an offensive line for Joey Harrington. That's why Joey Harrington never developed right, because he just wanted to give him receivers and he never gave him an O-line.
Since 2000, the Detroit Lions have gone 6-17 against the spread on Thanksgiving Day. All time, They all time they are 37, 44, and 2.
Wow. So there goes that philosophy. Now, I don't care if it's 0-64. I'm still picking the Lions on Thanksgiving. But that's great numbers. Thanks for looking that up. I had a sneaking suspicion that might be true. But usually that's something I ignore. For somebody who bets a lot and looks at numbers probably way more than I should, this is a situation where I don't look at the numbers.
Rich.
I'm going Detroit.
Give me the Lions.
You've got a banged up Jacobs. I just think that Detroit is the way they're sitting right now. Jared Goff has played recently. He's about due to snap out of it. Amon-Ra St. Brown's the same way. He's due for a big day.
Love that guy.
He's going to have the curious part to me is what is Jameson Williams' role in this game? Because it's either been he's the star of the game or he's a goose egg. And trust me, my fantasy team has shown this. So I'm still thinking Detroit wins this game. They're always really tough at home. Give me Detroit to win this one, but I do think it's going to be a slugfest. I mean,
if Jameson has a drop or two early, Goff loses faith in him very quickly, won't go to him. And the St. Brown issue, you guys have seen with St. Brown's numbers, he's actually got an injured hand. That's why he's had some drops. So there are some concerns with Detroit with St. Brown with his hand. And if JMO starts off, he gets targeted 2 or 3 times and comes down with catches, you'll see a lot of them. But if he drops them, he doesn't even look at him the rest of the game.
Yeah, and then Jameis will go and gamble on it. And hopefully he doesn't get caught gambling again.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Okay, so Ken, Jason, and Rich, y'all gonna help me pick my parlay for this week.
Speaking of gambling, let's do it.
On these 3 games, so
same game parlay, like Jamie Foxx says in that commercial.
Okay, well, if my input makes a difference, then I'm taking Detroit, but I'm taking Green Bay against the spread. How's that sound?
See, I was going to take Green Bay with the points. They're giving +2.5. That way, if they lose, it's going to be a close game either way. I don't see them losing by more than 3 points. It's going to be a field goal game if they were to lose. If they win, they're going to blow them out their own fucking stadium.
Man, I'll tell you what, if Jahmyr Gibbs gets hot early, they could blow Green Bay out of the water.
It just sucks Sam Laporta's out for the year, though.
Yeah. So what? Tucker Kraft is too.
I think Sam Laporta's better, but
I think at that point in time, and I don't think there's any argument on this, that's 2 of the top 5 tight ends in football.
Yep.
Out.
And then look at Laporta being out is more
Ferguson in there.
And Laporta does so much blocking and other things. Like Laporta being out is huge, but Kraft is Laporta being out is huge, not just for his receiving because of his blocking. Kraft is a bigger impact to Green Bay's offense, I think, than Laporta being out because unfortunately for the Lions, they've had to play without Laporta a couple times. So they're a little more used to it than Green Bay is without Kraft. But yeah, that's tough. The 2 of the best tight ends in the game are out for the year.
Yeah.
Well,
Jason,
Dylan's out of the picture. So
if I Kraft just had the mac and cheese.
Oh, we want to go with game 2.
Game 2.
The rating is.
I wanted to hear Jason's take.
The rating, not a logo.
Yeah, it's Jason's team. Jason has to make his pick.
That's right. I'm sorry, Jason. I forgot you didn't do yours.
No, that's all right. Honestly, I'm going to stick with my team. As far as the point spread is concerned, oh boy, that's a tough one. I'm going to say field goal game. I'm going to say Green Bay by 3. I'm going to say Green Bay 31, Detroit 27, or Detroit 28.
You ready for my prediction on this game?
Do it.
Lay it on me, bro.
I think the Detroit Lions are going to be handed a nice big old slice of humble pie when the Packers sweep them in 2025.
Woo!
Spicy.
Green Bay
Coming in with a hot take.
Green Bay wins this game 23-10. I think it's a low-scoring game.
Wow.
If
I
the
don't
Packers,
trust-
Spice.
I think if the Packers win, they'll blow them out like 44-17. If the Lions win, it'll be by field goal.
All right. Now, one more answer for this one. Kansas City, Dallas. Jason.
You know what? As much as it pains me to say this, because I hate the Dallas Cowboys with every last breathing bone in my body, I like Dallas in this game. I really do. Kansas City right now is at a place where they've never been in the last 6 to 7 years, and that is vulnerable. All right. They have a lot of weak spots on their defense that can be exploited. They have a lot of weak spots on their offense that aren't as nearly effective as they have been. Dallas right now is riding an emotional high. And again, I hate to say this because I hate the Cowboys, but they're pumped right now. And I think Dallas right now is playing better football than Kansas City. Kansas City, by the way, barely slipped out of that win against Indy, a win which, by the way, Indy should have had. That was inexcusable.
Yep.
But that's not what we're talking about here. I like Dallas in this one. I think it's going to be a close one. I'm going to say Dallas 24, Indy 20, but the Cowboys pull it out.
Give me the Chiefs in a high scoring shoe now.
Did you say the Jets?
Chiefs.
The chef.
Yes.
The Snickers commercial.
Oh yeah,
Great googly.
That's
moogly.
great.
Right.
Who
Who
are
are the chefs?
yeah.
Rich.
Big boogly googly.
Me, man.
And Rich, I know you hate the Cowboys.
The over-under is 52.5, and I'm taking the over because both defenses are not very good. I think both teams are in the 30s. First team to 40 wins.
The NBA first team to
But
100.
I think
Anyway.
I think KC wins this one. I think that Rashee Rice has a big day. I think Kareem Hunt has another big day. And I think you're right, Jason, as far as both teams, suspect. The Chiefs are definitely more suspect than they have been. But, when it comes down to this one, it's going to just be an offensive shootout. And last team to get the ball is probably going to win it. But I think Kansas City wins this one. 41-35.
Yep.
Damn.
I'm taking the way over.
Jeremy. You know what? Joe.
All right. Well, somebody just said something. I hate to say this, but I'm taking Dallas. I hate to say this because I hate the Chiefs, but I'm going with the Chiefs in this one. So
If only the Colts would have finished off the Chiefs, but that's what I need.
yeah, I put a comment in there. I said, well, I had a bet on the Chiefs last week, and I was like, well, at least they're going to come. I wish they would lose, but they're coming back and winning. I lost both. Because they won by 3 and the spread was 3.5. So it wasn't a good Sunday for me. But anyway, this is a game. I have it barely over. I think you got two desperate teams that are fighting to stay in the playoff race. I think the Chiefs are more desperate. I see the Chiefs winning this game 30-24.
Well, I'll just jump in. I'm going to take. I hate both teams. I hate the Chiefs. I hate the Cowboys. I hate them both. I want both to lose. Unfortunately, one of them has to win. I'm going to go with the one-star rating system on this one because look at the defense that Chicago saw, that Green Bay saw early in the season. This is a different defense. Q is already making an impact. Eberflus is getting that defense doing a little bit better than they were before. The Chiefs. They lose this game, they're effectively done. The Cowboys are already pretty much done. They have like a 20% chance of making the playoffs, even if they win it. Because they'll be 6-5-1. So they're going to be at least 2 games back on Chicago or the Lions. or Green Bay will still be up on them too. So I mean, really, if the Chiefs loses, they're done. The Cowboys, if they win it, they can still say they're in the hunt. But reality is, I don't think the Cowboys are getting in. But look at that defense is playing better for Dallas. The Chiefs, they've been, getting a little lucky with a couple of these games. I think the luck runs out in Big D, and Mahomes might have to look at selling his NWSL team to give some money to the front office to get him some players.
Jimmy.
Let's think about this. When the Cowboys fired Mike McCarthy last year, they went and got a man named Brian Schottenheimer, or as everybody calls him, Shotty, or Marty's dad. And what I didn't know is, yes, he's a yes man to Jerry Jones. When you listen to him in the locker room after they win, man, is he a hype man, though. He is a hype man. When you watch those celebrations and he goes, George Pickens got a touchdown. And then they go, yeah. CeeDee Lamb got a touchdown. And then they go, yeah. What's his face got an interception? Yeah. I love when he does that. And he's a hype man. I mean, when you're an assistant to Pete Carroll, you got to have energy to do that. Okay. You just learn how to do it. And then when you're assistant to Rex Ryan, you learn what not to do. So he's got both of the ends there. But anyway, there's a thing, when Ole Miss wins, they say hotty toddy. I'm going to say hotty shoddy. Give me the Cowboys to win this game in a close one so I can watch him do another celebration in the locker room and be a hype man to his team.
And then Lane Kiffin becomes the new head coach at LSU after.
Yeah, you beat me to it. It's okay. They took our Magnolia Trophy, but we're about to take their head coach.
Ooh. Okay, and then a 1-1 answer, everybody. Bengals, Ravens.
Hey, I didn't even get to pick.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez, boss.
Sorry, see.
I don't even think Jason picked.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well,
sorry, Haas.
Well, whoever got the referees in a pocket first, or who got deeper pockets for the refs, because
I hear Jerry just bought a bunch of yachts.
Well, Jerry probably hit a fucking well or two. I mean, I have been watching Landman lately, but
oh man.
So here's my question: if I pick the Cowboys, I'm picking them on the money line. If I pick the Chiefs, I'm picking the Chiefs to cover. They're giving the Chiefs are the favorites, -3.5 in Dallas. But both defenses are trash. Dallas had a hell of a comeback win with the Eagles. I don't know. Dak Prescott was on fire. George Pickens was on fire. It hurt me because I'm like, what's up with birds blowing leads in the South?
Cry, Eagles, cry.
Doesn't Pickens have more receiving yards than the entire Pittsburgh Steelers this year?
I think, but no. Let me rephrase that question. What's up with bird teams blowing leads in Texas? Falcons blew that 25-point lead in Houston. Eagles blew a 21-point lead in Dallas. So birds can't fly in Texas. It's already a duck season down here. So bird down. Oh shit, God. The fact that Post Malone's their halftime show, I'm waiting to see what Cowboys jersey is he going to wear for the halftime show. Is he going to wear CeeDee Lamb? Is he going to wear George Pickens? Is he going to wear Dak Prescott? Is he going to wear
Brandon Aubrey? He's going to wear Brandon Aubrey, baby.
Aubrey.
Hey, Brandon Aubrey can kick an 80-yard field goal without breaking a sweat, man. That's how much of a stud that guy is.
Look at Jake Bates.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I ain't quoting fucking Bill Parcells, but I'm picking the Cowboys. I ain't gonna say that, but I'm picking Dallas. Fuck, it hurts me, but
it hurts me too, brother.
Look, if it makes you feel any worse, when I played Pee Wee football back in the late '90s, we had to play by one of four NFL teams, and if you got picked by that team, you had to at least play 2 seasons with them. One of those teams was the Cowboys, and I had to play on the Dallas team for 2 years. And luckily, we won a Super Bowl with Pee Wee.
You didn't hold out, Marcus?
Oh, I held out.
You won one since they've won one. So,
but that but my mom was so happy because my mama was on that bandwagon in the 90s, loving like Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and Mike and Cocaine Mike and all them. But when Deion got there, she bought me my first non-Saints jersey. It was a Deion Sanders Cowboys jersey, and with a hat to go with it. And I damn near wore that hat on the side, like with my Pee Wee Cowboys gear. So yeah, I committed a sin, and I've confessed over it many times during Christmas.
Did you give it a rock, sin?
If I go to hell, it's because I wore Dallas Cowboy gear as a kid.
Rock sin. That's the name of the NFL.
That's Detroit right there, Rock sin.
Yep.
So what's our next game? You said Bengals Ravens. We have to.
Yeah,
pick?
Bengals Ravens.
Yes, sir.
Sunday night.
Do we really have to pick this?
It's
no,
well, let's just say, let's just do it the easy way. Is anyone taking the Browns to win this game?
You mean
the Browns?
The
On
Bengals.
the Bengals. I'm sorry, the Bengals.
No, Burrow's coming back.
Yeah, well, but he has no targets. T. Higgins is out. Jamar Chase is out.
Okay, Ravens.
Bengals.
Ravens.
I got the Ravens by 10.
Hang on, let me look at the lineup.
Joe Slim Shady Burrow.
So they're giving the Ravens -7. Should I take Ravens on the money line or take Ravens to cover?
Ravens 30, Bengals 20.
Okay.
Bengals
Ravens
33. Ravens.
Henry rushes 32 times for 189 yards. He goes all wild on Cincinnati's defense. Ravens 27.
Taking Ravens on the money line then.
No.
Yes.
I think Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati wins the game 33. You know what? I'm gonna pick the exact same score of last year's game, just in reverse. I'm gonna pick Bengals winning 35-34.
Man, Dylan's coming in hot tonight, guys.
Yeah,
Okay, all three road teams.
I can't wait till he picks Friday's game.
Yeah. Guys, I'm
not
taking
picking
Cincinnati too.
Look, the last 2 weeks, every time when Jacksonville won, I would get so angry.
I'm so pissed you beat the Bills. Even I knew you were going to beat the Bills.
But you know what? They did that shit in Battle Red, and I was fucking happy. Y'all said 8 sacks. That defense had 74 total tackles, 46 solo, 11 tackles for a loss, and 2 interceptions. That badass defense, and one of those, Caden Bullock, had a return for 29 yards.
No, we shouldn't have won that game, but that's another. Trevor Peters pants that game. -4 in the turnover margin. We won a playoff game with -5 turnover. With -5 turnover margin.
Well, I got nothing positive to say about the Saints except that we finally gave Buffalo our worst damn receiver. Congratulations, y'all got Brandon Cooks. Groupie's gone too, and I don't know if they're gonna beat. And I don't know if they're gonna beat Tuna Fish Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle in the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, but can we at least say that this Thanksgiving Black Friday combo 4 games we got this year is one of the better lineups we've had in the last couple of years in terms of, at this point in the season, all 4 of these games mean something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, look, I'm going to cut to the chase. I feel so bad for the Bears because, the Eagles are red hot. They're going to hold that team hostage. If they can't beat the Bears and they lose 2 in a row, somebody's getting shot at Lincoln Financial Field.
I'm done with that.
The Eagles haven't scored 30 points all year. They haven't. Julian.
Hey, Rich, I'm the trivia savant. Everybody tries but fails a trivia. I know what you have.
Are we not picking Friday's game? Are we going to miss Black Friday?
I got the Eagles in a close one.
Who's
I don't
playing?
want to get the
Bears
Eagles.
Eagles are the Bears.
Oh, the Eagles are playing. Okay, I got you. All right.
Yeah.
And guess what else is Friday? A bunch of rivalry games in college, like Texas and Texas A&M, the Egg Bowl.
That Egg Bowl, it's going to be teacher versus student. Lane Kiffin and Jeff Levy.
Is anybody not taking the Eagles to beat the Bears besides Ken?
I was going to say. I love that everyone's taking the Eagles. I love it because last week everyone's taking the Steelers. Who won that game?
I didn't.
Everyone's been going against the Bears all year since week 2. We're 8-1. One of the hottest teams in the NFL. Go ahead and pick against the Bears again. Please do it.
The Eagles
don't have an offense.
The biggest reason I'm taking the Eagles is because of their defense, and they're at home.
I know it's the number 2 offense against that Eagles defense. It's the best offense that they've played in a while. Better than Detroit's, better than Green Bay's. They barely squeaked out the Green Bay game. They destroyed the Lions. Defensively, oh yeah, by the way, you want to talk about getting people back? We're getting people back. Jalen Johnson should be playing. Spidey will be playing. C.J. Gardner-Johnson will just move over a little bit. Montez Sweat's been getting red hot. Booker's been getting good. Grady Jarrett's showing up finally the last couple games. That defense, the only question mark there is going to be the linebacking core. But the rest of that defense is getting good, getting healthy. And that offense, we haven't even seen the best out of this offense yet. And they're they're number 2 in the league in rushing, number 2 or 3 overall in total offense. Caleb has 4 turnovers on the year. I mean, this is not an easy game for the Eagles at all. This is probably a game that people thought was going to be an easy game at the beginning of the year. This is a game that, by the way, they may just end up losing their second in a row after they blew a game because you know what? For as bad as the Cowboys are, they gave us a great blueprint on how to defeat that defense. Not like Ben Johnson needs a blueprint to do anything because you're going to see some trick plays out of him. And they're going to confuse that defense often and early. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be one of those games I'm going to be throwing shit at my TV 1 minute, and I'll be happy the next. And hopefully at the end of the game, the Bears do what they've done better than anyone else in the NFL this year, win a 1-score game.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the Eagles are pissed off. I think I agree with you. It's going to be a very well-played game. It's going to be one of those types of games that you hate to see one of the teams lose. I think it's a 1-score game. I just think the Eagles are pissed that they lost the other day. 28-21 Eagles.
Oh, by the way, the Bears, the top 3 of the top 4 turnover players, for top most turnovers in the league, 3 of the 4 are on the Bears. 2 of them will be playing in that game. So that's the other thing, too. If the Bears get any kind of turnover advantage, they are undefeated when plus on turnovers this year.
I mean, I'm looking. This is going to probably be a really low-scoring game. Over under is 44.5, and I think that's way high. I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of 21-17, 21-14, something like that. Eagles. But I don't see them getting anywhere near 45 points between the two teams.
Bears have been held under 20 twice this year. They're 1-1 in those games, and I think it was 19. I think 19 points was what they scored in both those games. Just to throw that out there too on the point spread.
Little F. I got it at 49. Jamie was saying that the Eagles haven't scored 30 yet this year. I think they scored 28 in this game, 28-21.
Yeah. Well, Joe, I'm using ESPN bet, and they're showing 44.5.
Okay.
So I know different places have different lines and all that. So
yeah, not that I would. No, I have it on my projection. Not that I would pick it in this case. I don't trust it, but I got it at 49. The spread is like 7, so there's no real advantage there. So I probably wouldn't touch this game because it could go either way. I just do my little projections and stuff, and that's what I got.
I use FanDuel. But you ought to know that because I bitch about it every fucking I ain't want to parlay and come on.
All right, so Rich, I'm the trivia savant. Everybody tries and fails. And I know what your trivia is, so what do you have for me and the crew?
Well, I got one thing first before we do that. Because I don't know if you guys heard about this, but the semifinalists were announced today for the NFL Hall of Fame. And I just so happen, as I'm learning this freaking system here, have the list of the guys that are in that last 25. Now, I think we can all unanimously say Drew Brees is a unanimous and Larry Fitzgerald is a unanimous. Am I safe there? Everybody say yes?
Yeah,
please,
probably.
Yes.
I might take a road trip
Breeze.
to Canton if he gets in.
So those two are no questions asked. Does Jason Witten get
Breeze
in?
and who else? Breeze and who else? You said
Breeze and
Fitz?
Fitzgerald. Breeze and
Yeah.
Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
I
Does
see
Witten
two
get
Saints.
in?
There's two Saints up there. You got him and you got Jari Evans up there that made the semifinals.
Yeah, but I'm saying you've got 5 that can get in. Okay. So I don't, in my eyes, does anybody else see another quarterback getting in besides Breeze?
Yes, Eli.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think he goes in first ballot.
Well, Eli was on the ballot last year and was stupidly
Or second ballot. I'm sorry. I think he's going to have to wait a while.
All right, so here's my take here. So if only 5 can go in, I'm only picking one bold name. It's going to be Drew Brees. If I had to pick 4 more people, I'm looking at here. I'll say Reggie Wayne. I'll say Jari Evans. Have 2 Saints guys go in there. Probably Willie Anderson as well, and Luke Keeley.
My list is simple. It'd be Breeze and Manning, Fitz, Torrey Holt, and then probably Luke Kuechly.
Okay. Ken?
I'm gonna go Breeze, Fitz, Frank Gore gets in this year.
No.
Oh, no.
Well, okay, fine. Well, Frank Gore gets in this year. I don't care if you say no.
No. I mean that's your no. I'm with you on your opinion. I have my own Frank Gore thoughts. So
yeah, no. It was like
that. My bad.
No, he's like no. But I think Frank Gore has a good shot of getting in. Let me see that. How many is that for me? Because I lost track now because he's in
3. That's 3.
I don't know if Kuechly ever gets in, to be honest. His career is so short. I don't know. It's gonna be harder for him. I'm really pissed that no Bears made this list, and there are a couple that should be, like Peanut Tillman. I think Vinatieri gets in this year. I mean, how he's not is kind of beyond me. And then Jason Witten, another guy who was a beast at tight end. I think Witten should get in. If Gore doesn't, I would substitute out Gore for Phillip Rivers probably. But Phillip, not winning the Super Bowl makes it hard on him.
Joe Dalio.
All right, Ken. So, real quick, Ken. So, here's my take. If a bear should be in there for now, I'll say Frank Gore. Not Frank Gore. No, Matt Forte. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Frank Gore like he could get in. I'm gonna say Matt Forte. And then if Breeze gets in, watch the Saints play the Hall of Fame.
I'm just saying, like Tillman, the peanut punch. One of the criteria is you do something that impacts the game deeply. They're still doing the peanut punch to this day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Joe Dalio, who you got?
You know what? I can't even come up with 5 here. I like Breeze.
It's tough.
Fitzgerald. I was thinking Witten perhaps too. Again, Rivers without that Super Bowl, I'm going to say no. Even as a Giants person here, I can't even go with Eli. I know he got 2 Super Bowls, but I'm maybe on him.
500 quarterback.
Yeah. So 2 big Super Bowl wins that put him on the map, but I'm not sure he deserves it. But I honestly I don't know enough about some of these other players, but the only definites I can come up with is Breeze and Fitzgerald.
Jamie?
Give me Breeze. Fitzgerald. Jason Witten. You said how many are we picking? I picked
5.
3. Okay, so I
Those
got those
3?
for my 3. I think offensive line. Wait, no. Let me see. Give me Vince Wilfork for defensive line.
Okay, and your last one?
Give me Rodney the Hitman Harrison.
You know, let me say something real quick on Frank Gore. You know what's hard about him? The dude, I think, has one of the longest careers as a running back in a league where maybe you get 5 to 8 years, and he did almost 20, and he was impactful all the way up to his last year. So, like, I know when I said Frank Gore, someone real quick said no, but dude had 20 years, and he was an impact running back for 20 years in the NFL. Like, dude, who was the last one to do that? Right. I mean, these guys are all 5 to 8 years and out. Mm-hmm. This guy was like damn near 2 decades of football as a running back. That's ridiculous.
That's a good point, because most running backs are done by 30.
Yeah.
No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Wait a minute. I'm going to get his stats here.
Yeah, I'm going to pull him back up. But he's
because I know he played 15 years.
15.
Okay. He played 15 years. And he had – where in the heck?
16.
No, he played from 05 to 2020. Yeah, 16 years.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Second team All-Pro in 06, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2010 All-Decade team. He made the All-Decade team. Art Rooney Award, 2016. 49ers Hall of Fame. I mean, most games played by a running back, 241. 16,000 rush yards, 81 touchdowns, 484 receptions for just under 4,000 yards, 18 receiving touchdowns. I mean, you know, played for the Niners, the Colts, the Dolphins, the Bills, the Jets was kind of the last, you know, he didn't do much there. But, like, even for Buffalo, he was a spark. He did well for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard
for 600 yards.
What?
Well,
he ran for 600 yards.
With the Jets or with the Bills?
The Bills. Both. He ran for 650 with the Jets.
Not bad for that.
The guy averaged 60 yards a game. He was never a top 5 running back in the league except his second year. He was a good – he is the epitome. He should be at the front door with a statue of the Hall of Very Good. Oh. He's not Hall of Fame. Longevity does not get you into the Hall of Fame. Sorry. Yes, he's got 16,000 yards. It took him 15 years to do it. The man averaged less than 60 yards a game for his career. I'm sorry, he averaged 66 yards per game for his career. That's not Hall of Fame. Sorry. Can't do it. From my standpoint, you know, everybody has their opinions on this. That's just my thought process on it. Jason, who you got?
For me, Drew Brees is a no-brainer. He gets in. As far as Eli Manning is concerned, guys, if there was a hall of I beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl twice, Eli would be a first ballot in that hall. Unfortunately, Eli doesn't get in. I like Brees. I'm definitely putting Larry Fitzgerald in. Ken, I agree with you on Jason Witten. Jason Witten was the best tight end in the NFL for a period of about 6 to 8 years. And let's not forget that this guy played an entire game one time or half a game with a ruptured freaking spleen. And he still had 8 catches for 145 yards. I think that was a game against Washington, if I'm not too much mistaken. I also like Vinatieri. I do think special team players need to get more Hall of Fame love. Vinatieri was probably the best clutch kicker of his era on those great Super Bowl Patriots dynasty teams. Mm-hmm. So there's 3 right there. As far as the other remaining 2,
that's 4.
I'm sorry, I have 4. As far as the other one, I'm conflicted on both Gore and Taylor. I recognize what role they play on their teams, but I can't say that they deserve to be in the same class as Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith or Thurman Thomas or guys like that. When I look at the list of offensive linemen An interesting name that sticks out there is Richmond Webb. The reason why I say that is because he was an outstanding right tackle for the Miami Dolphins for a number of years, did a great job blocking for Dan Marino, but still, Richmond Webb, I mean, was he really great because of the system, or was he great because he was great, or was he just good? So if I have to go with one more player, I'm going to probably say Torrey Holt. Torrey Holt, part of the greatest show on turf. So yeah, I got Breeze, I got Fitzgerald, I got Holt, I got Witten and Vinatieri. There's my group right there.
Okay.
Holt's so undersold too.
I'm sorry?
I got to go. Yeah. Say again.
I said Holt was so undersold. He was so big to that greatest show on turf. I'm surprised he didn't get in already too. He's another tough one.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Isaac Bruce is in there, so I think he is. So, Torrey. I mean, you're right, undersold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, just like everybody else, Breeze and Fitzgerald. Definitely Witten. You guys know what my parameters are, and he fits it to the letter. Were you a dominant player, top 5 player at your position for a 5-year period or longer? Absolutely. No questions asked, which is why I also would put in Darren Woodson. He was in that same era as Paul Amalu and Ed Reed and guys like that, and he was that next guy. He was the guy in the early 90s with those Cowboys teams that turned, that helped keep that defense together and helped make that safety position a little bit different. I like the offensive line thoughts, Jason. I just would go with a different one. I think Marshall Yanda should go in. A dominant guard for 10 plus years with the Ravens. Saw enough of him against Pittsburgh where, name your running back ran behind him. So that's where my guys would be. I'm with y'all. Eli is going to end up being the only quarterback with 2 Super Bowls to not go in. But I'm sure he's going to end up getting put in, but he shouldn't. Mm-hmm. But I had to do this. I had to pull this thing up simply because it just came out today, and get all y'all's thoughts on this.
The Manning family's lobbying so hard right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
This is a year though, because what the discussion we had on Frank Gore, for example, that could be the very reason why Eli sneaks in. There isn't a clear-cut 5. He might sneak in because of it.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
But
going with
as
kind
we're
of looking at Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out, guys. All right.
Oh, okay.
But my witching hour has arrived. But good talking to you. Have a very happy
Thanksgiving.
Have a good Thanksgiving, Joe.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
All of you enjoy the games and enjoy the families.
See you later.
All right.
Later, man.
So here's a good question for you. There are 4. If you look at the top 30 running backs in terms of your career yards rushing, there are only 4 that played for only one team. Ken, you want to get one of them out of the way real quick?
Yeah, Walter.
Okay. So there are now 3 more. Name
Barry.
Barry would be 2.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown would be 3.
Wait. Don't say the other one.
The 4th one is the tough one.
Terrell Davis.
No.
Dang it.
What's the question?
It can't be. No, it can't be him because he played on.
It's not AP. It's not Gore.
The top 30 career running backs in yards, 4 only played for one team. Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, and Jim Brown are the first 3.
I'm going to say
no.
I'm going to say Tony Dorsett.
Nope.
No, Dorsett went to, yeah. Not it's. He went to KC.
Emmett played for Arizona for 1 year.
Yep.
I forgot.
And got hurt in his return to Texas Stadium. No, it can't be. No, I don't think he played. No, I know he played for more than one team.
Who else did LaDainian Thomas play for?
Jets with Sanchez.
What now?
Say again.
Jets. LT finished his career with the Jets.
He played.
okay.
He played 2 years with the Jets. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
Jamal Anderson.
Rich, I'm sorry. Did you say Walter Payton was on that list?
Yeah, he is. He's the
Yeah,
first
Peyton.
one.
What about
Walter
wait,
Payton, Jim Brown, and Barry Sanders. That's your first three.
What about Terrell
what's up,
Davis?
I already
Davis?
get.
Nope.
No.
That's not Marcus
Oh.
Allen because he finished with Kansas City. A-Train? All-Star?
No. Remember, this is the top 30 in all-time.
I remember just trying to think of guys
yards.
who played with one team, let alone the
What about
top 30.
like,
We need a hint. We need a hint.
And
Rick.
to be perfectly honest with you,
Thurman
I'm looking
Thomas.
at the list.
Although
It's actually the top 50.
Wow.
Terrell Davis was number 59, by the way.
Dang it. We need a hint.
So it's actually the top 50, not the top 30.
Okay.
There's
my bad.
only 4. You guys have given me 3. Who's the
It's
fourth
not
one?
Bo. Bo didn't get enough.
Not Eric Dickerson. He played with the Colts and the Falcons after the Rams.
Tiki Barber.
There you go.
Got all four.
Tiki Barber. Oh.
Okay. Was that okay? Now, where's the one specific to me, Rich?
The one, well, that was one of them.
Okay.
But here is the other that we're going with, okay? And like I told you, I had 2 that were very similar. In the top 25 in passing yards, only 5. I'm sorry, let me back this up a little bit. I'm sorry. Out of the top 30 in passing yards, only 5 played with one team.
Let me say. Wait.
We were just talking about one of them.
Let me see if I can get all 30.
I
Eli.
want you to do all 30. I just need to do the 5.
They
Eli.
only played for one team.
Eli Manning.
Only played for one team. Eli Manning is one of them. Yes.
John
Dan
Elway.
Marino.
That's 2 more of them. You have 2 left.
Phillip Rivers.
No, finishing the
Nope.
Colts.
Nope.
Damn.
Finish with the Colts.
Tony Romo.
Big Ben.
Big Rich, did Dan Fouts play his whole career with the Chargers?
He did, and he's on the list, and so is Ben Roethlisberger.
Ooh!
That's your 5.
I got one of them. Dan Fouts, baby.
And if people forget, Drew
I figured
Brees started
Fouts
with
was
the
going to be the
Chargers.
tough one.
Yeah,
And
you know.
people
Hey,
forget.
boy, you know,
Here's where those I didn't really intend to be group projects, but this one's going to be definitely a group project.
oof.
Now I grouped a couple of these into one unit. So I'll tell you when they do, okay? When it is that case. There are 14 ways for a batter to make an out. Name them.
Sacrifice bunt.
Okay.
Strikeout.
Okay.
Foul.
A batter interference,
Batter interference. Yep.
Foul.
or what about a batting out of order? Is another one.
Batting
thinking
out of
some-
order is another one.
A foul tip off home plate.
Fly out.
Okay, now fly out does include pop out.
Okay.
Ground out.
Ground out is correct.
What about
All
running?
stealing.
What about running too far out of the base path, the baseline?
There
What
you go.
about what about a bunted
Hold on a
third
second. Okay,
strike
there it is.
foul?
Bunted third strike foul? Yep. You guys are doing
what
all right. You got 8 of them so far.
What if the guy runs to second, but then is thrown back thrown out, going back to first.
I got one. This is. I've had some.
That
I've heard
technically is right. It's just not worded right. Thrown out trying to take an extra base.
Steve
So if
Bartman reaching over and
you
catching
hit
a
it
foul
in the
ball.
gap. Banana ball doesn't count, Jason.
Okay, I got
Steve Bartman
two.
doesn't count.
I got
No,
two.
say what you said again.
Steve Bartman reaching over and catching a foul ball in fair territory.
Wait, I
That's
got
still a fly out.
I got two
Okay,
for
Haas.
you. One happened to me in high school. One I have seen people bitch and complain about. So the first one, I have hit with a foot entirely out of the box and it counted as an out for me. I've had that happen to me before. But what if you got hit by your own fair ball?
That's one of them.
Drop third strike, thrown out at first.
Because I've seen people complain about hitting by their own fair ball. Like,
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find it on the list. Sorry, guys. Say yours again, Dylan.
Drop third strike, thrown out at first.
That's a strikeout. Strikeouts are all strikeouts.
Oh, no.
So if it's a swinging strikeout, a looking strikeout, a foul ball into the catcher's mitt strikeout, it's a strikeout.
What if it's? I don't know if it'd be the same thing as a fielder's choice.
You're not.
You're not
the
out
batter's
of-
not out.
The batter's not on a fielder's choice. He's safe.
Double play.
Say again.
That'd be
Double
double
play.
play. But wouldn't that be covered on a ground out?
That's a ground out, right?
What if the batter is out?
Now there
and
is
the fielder
the one in between the fly out and the ground out.
line drive double play.
A line out.
You could get out for arguing balls and strikes and ejection.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 left. And I will admit, 4 of them are obscure.
What about if your foot's on home plate while off the bat? Would that be considered a?
if you step into the other batter box, you're out.
Right, but the ball is dead when you do it. That's not a batted out.
Okay.
So we've got 5 left. Like I say, one of them is really common. The other 4 are pretty obscure.
Never mind. Did anybody say infield fly rule?
That's the common one. Infield fly.
That's all I'm thinking of right now. That no one's ever said.
Say again.
That's all I can think of for now.
We got 4 left.
I tap out. I'm trying to win Madden here.
And Angel Hernandez called third strike on a ball that's 40 feet off of the edge of home plate.
Full strikeout, man.
Did we say runner interference?
Yes, we did.
No, we said batter interference. Runner interference doesn't necessarily take out the batter. Runner
Leslie
interference
Nielsen
takes out
behind
the
home
runner.
plate as Enrico Palazzo.
Carrying your bat all the way to first base. It's rare. It never happens.
That actually is a way that a batter can be called out. So yes, you're right. It's an extremely obscure rule, but yes.
Well, you can throw a bat at anybody. basically.
I didn't have that one on the list, so there's still 4.
Well, but wait a minute.
Did we
Pedro
say
Serrano
running
did
on
that
the
in Major League, and he
baseline?
never got called out.
Running out of the baseline, Jason said.
Okay.
I got us the extra credit, guys. We got to get the other 4.
I miss baseball now.
Yeah, we got now. Like I say, these 4 are pretty obscure.
I miss it now.
Oh, duh. Could he be picked off?
He's not a batter at that point.
Batter, not a batter.
Um,
Picked off.
Rich, did somebody say a base runner getting hit by a ball in play, either thrown by any infielder or a pitcher or another position player?
Yes.
Okay.
It was got hit by his own batted ball. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember the play where like a Ranger coach hit a player? Is there a rule called like coach's interference?
That would be one of them. And that is an out. So now we're down to 3. I will honestly be thoroughly impressed if you guys get these last 3.
I can't help you there. I don't know anymore. I can't think of.
I
can't wait to hear
Is there a rule where you could like pass the lead runner?
Wait, I got one. It's a common sense.
That actually is one of them. Passing the lead runner is an out.
I haven't even thought that one since like Pee Wee. Like that happened a lot in Pee Wee baseball. You get some slow fat kid in front of you.
It also happens when you have a runner on first, hit the fly ball, pass him as you're rounding first.
Yeah.
Then the batter's out automatically.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Haas?
Well, I'm not going to say home run because it's basically already locked in. You can't do nothing about it. But if you hit like a foul ball and it goes in the stands and they throw it back on the field, is that considered some type of out, or is that just an ejection for the fan?
If the batter runs to first base, turns left instead of right, he can be tagged out.
That would be one of them. It's also called overrunning the base.
Damn, son. I can't believe I didn't
So
think of
there is
overrunning
one
the
left. And it's kind of sort of related to the one you just said, Ken. Kind of sort of related to it.
Oh gosh, is this the one where you run the bases the wrong way?
No.
If you run in bases the wrong way, you don't need to be playing.
That's just being. If you're not playing T-ball and do that, that's just dumb. Although it is funny watching T-ball kids do it.
I mean, I'm trying to think if it's because with the running the base, if you run straight, you're okay. If you go to the right, you're okay.
Wait, what if you run like not out of bounds, but if you're not running on the baseline, what if you try and run like out of bounds, outside the baseline?
We already got that one. We already got that one.
Okay.
Rich, what if a batter corks his bat?
That's Sammy Sosa. That's an ejection.
No, it's an ejection.
But I mean, like, okay, if you run straight, you're okay. If you veer to the right, you're okay. If you veer to the left,
let's work with Ken's logic here.
Steroids.
You go through the bag. You go through to the left. You go to the right. What's the other thing you could do?
Go straight.
You bear right, bear left, go straight after you hit the bag.
Right.
What's the other thing you could do?
Stop. Go backwards.
The Jackie Robinson thing, like shuffling around, trying to avoid getting tagged and making to the base.
You guys want the last
getting caught in a rundown would be getting tagged out trying to get an extra base.
We already have that one.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I was ruling that out. So I mean, going back to the base, not calling for time and stepping off the base and getting tagged.
Now that we're at this point, you're all going to kick yourselves whenever I give you this one.
Not going back to the bag in an expeditious fashion after passing it.
Please tell me. Just tell me. Dugout.
You guys want me to tell you?
No.
Yeah,
No. Call it a pickle.
No.
I'm waiting. We're waiting.
I had a couple of people say they don't want me to give the answer. So
I mean, you can go left, you can go right, you can go straight. What's the fourth option?
Okay, Ken, work with what I said. You hit the bag and you bear left. You hit the bag, you bear right. You hit the bag, you go straight. What's the other thing you could do?
If you miss the bag altogether, you can still be tagged.
Bingo! If you miss the bag.
So we got them all. Plus, we got a bonus one.
You did get a bonus one. I forgot. I didn't have that one. Carrying the bat to first, I did not have. So Pedro Serrano was technically out whenever he hit the home run in Major League.
You heard that.
The home runs.
Well, that's if you miss any bat, right?
All the way around the bases.
Even if you miss home plate, we've seen that where they miss home plate, they go and tag them on a home run. It's like,
I mean, you remember Robin Ventura's home run in the '99 OCS? That actually was a single.
Yeah.
That's
well, that was because he never touched the other bases. Yeah, he never.
I remember Robin
bases,
Ventura getting stuck in a headlock with Nolan Ryan.
That didn't go well.
Yep. Oof. So, but that's the trivia portion of what I got for y'all tonight.
And we got them all.
That was
Look at us.
Hopefully that was entertaining.
It was.
We're smart. At least we think we are. We got them today.
Like I say, hopefully that was a little bit entertaining. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but it's getting about that time. You guys about ready to call it a holiday?
Check me out. Sports One, Big D Podcast, Funky Swift and Sports. I've got a turkey trot in 2 days, so I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna eat myself to a win.
There we go. Dylan, appreciate it, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Jason, how's everybody get you, man?
You guys can follow me on X. You can find me at Dodger Jason. Feel free to follow me, interact with me, say whatever you want. Before I bow out, I just want to give a huge congratulations to Central High out here in Fresno, California. Central High quarterback Jelani DePel. Keep that name on the radar. You will hear him a lot on Saturdays and then Sundays. Jelani DePel just became the CIF Central Section all-time leading scorer, surpassing one Derek Carr in Central High's 70-35 victory in the CIF Central Section Division 1-2A playoffs. By the way, Ken, your Jalen Johnson is an alum of Central High out here in Fresno. So that high school knows how to pump out some football players. So congratulations to Jelani. Again, remember that name. You will be hearing him again soon. But at any rate, it's always a pleasure getting on here talking sports with you guys. I respect all of you. I hope you all have a truly wonderful Thanksgiving, and remember just how important it is to be thankful for this day that we all have. So I look forward to being on here with you again. Respect all of you. God bless you all, and look forward to doing it again.
Thanks, man. You too. Happy Thanksgiving. Ken, how do folks get you, man?
Oh, right now it's tough. This is day 3 of my account held hostage. My X account got hacked on Sunday morning at 3:15 in the morning, and I have not been able to get back into it. And X support has not emailed me back, even though I sent them all the documentation. So right now, if you want to
get you something,
well, it's not me. However, you can get me at Talking Sports 18 on my backup account, which is what I'm on right now on X, while Ken the Bear Fan is being recovered. The podcasts are still going live there, but I'm going to stop them. I didn't send tonight. I'm not sending tomorrow. So the account's going to go completely dead for new content for the next 2.5 days. Hopefully I get my account back. I sent them all my documentation, so I should get it back. But you can catch me really kneecap biting JB's YouTube and at the Huddle Sports Network on YouTube and on Facebook. I'll get my stuff back up, but you can't get me at Ken the Bear Fan on Rumble for all my shows as well until I get my X back up. So yeah, I'm going through fits right now trying to get back into my X account.
Oh man, I hate to hear that, buddy.
I can't.
We're gonna save Jamie for last. He's on the longest list.
But you all have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy the games. Big Rich, Hoss, thanks. I got to bow out because I got to go actually cook dinner real quick. So I'll see you guys
soon. Happy Thanksgiving, Ken.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. All right.
I was going to say.
All right, Hoss, how do we get you, man?
So I am on X at Big Hoss 337. My show On The Go you can find on X and Instagram at OnTheGo_TXLA. I usually go live on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. I'm doing a Raw Wednesday episode tomorrow where I'm going to be drinking my ass off, talking my teams, talking good, talking shit, and giving thanks to all of them, including the ones I'm not talking right now with their seasons and off season and Astros and Dynamo and stuff. Jason's going to pop in for the second half. I might have some other guys come on, but I might just put the link up if people want to come in and help predict 37 college football games, including rivalry games, FCS playoffs, and 3 non-rivalry games I've put on the list. And the upcoming, week 14 of the NFL. I'm picking those games as well. Mm-hmm. And then if you can get up in the morning, if you want to hear some wrestling talk, Rich and also be back together Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central to predict Survivor Series War Games and talk it. And if you are able to make it, hell yeah. If you can't, no big deal. I can do it solo. I'm also going to do a Survivor Series War Games post-recap show on here immediately following the PLE on the ESPN app. So I got a lot of good stuff coming for you.
Sounds good, man. Well, hey, happy Thanksgiving, man. I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate everybody, even though they just left. I appreciate those guys, the ones who couldn't make it as well. I appreciate everyone on Drive to the Top Productions. Like I say at the end of all my shows, great people, great content. Check everybody out. If they support, we ain't got all 32. We ain't got a representative from all 32 teams, but we're catching up. We're getting close.
And I got the list right here. I'm going to hit Mary up whenever she comes back in.
Let's recap that. Carrot souffle, crawfish sauce
rice dressing.
Crawfish sauce piquant.
Yeah, whatever you said. And
just say a bisque. It could be a crawfish bisque or whatever. Just say a.
Oh, I know what a bisque is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I know what bisque is.
I'm pretty sure Jamie don't. I don't know. I bet Jamie probably don't know what rice dressing is or a carrot souffle or a sauce piquant.
Probably. Jamie, it's grocery list time, man. How do people get a hold of it?
All right. Let's go shopping. Anyway, you guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1 at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also at Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist at DJ Dog Tags on Twitter X. You can also follow me at thefortball.com where I write about all sports. You guys can also follow me here on Driving to the Top Productions every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Joe Dalio and I, we just did our episode before Thanksgiving. We did season 3, episode 12 of the Buffalo Sports Conversation Room. So you can check that out. And you can also check us out every Wednesday or every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. for Open Sports Mike, including this episode. This was fun. And then every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. you can catch up me, Ken, Jeremy, and his crew on Huddle Sports Network for NFL Roundtable Talks. Then you can catch me back here, and then you'll also catch me back here starting in March. Me, Marcus, and Adam and Jeremy. We're going to be doing season 3 of the UFL. That should be fun. So thank you guys very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our Driving to the Top Production YouTube channel. Like, comment, ring the bell for all notifications. And for more information on Driving to the Top Production, you can visit our YouTube page, Twitch stream, X stream, or Twitch stream, X stream, Facebook stream, wherever you get your podcast. For Big Rich and all of us here at Driving to the Top Productions, this is Jamie Malloy, and we thank you for listening to another episode of Open Sports Mike here on Driving to the Top Productions. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Good night. We'll see you real soon.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
You bet. Y'all can get me on X, Big Rich 8371, or on Facebook, just my name, Rich Richardson. Saturday, like Haas said, Saturday morning, 9 o'clock Central, we'll be chopping up the Survivor Series, and we'll see what we can do as far as after the fact. joining the show with that. But lots of stuff going on, man. Lots of things to talk about. Got to get with Adam and see if we're going to do a show tomorrow night, Steel City Sports Talk. We may record earlier in the day to get that knocked out. But yeah, again, everybody, we appreciate everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And for all of us that have been a part of this thing, and we appreciate everybody. Till next Tuesday night for another open mic night. My name is Big Rich. So long, everybody.
Yeah.